Hey guys, it's Turner4590, and welcome to Let's Play Jak and Daxter for The Lost Frontier. So, in the wake of my combat racing disc bursting into flames again, I felt that I owe you guys something Jak related, and since I've already done 1, 2, 3, and attempted combat racing, I guess the only way to go is down, which is Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. Now, during, I believe, Jak 3, I said that I had never played Lost Frontier, but if I ever found a copy of it, I would, I'd let's play it if it was any good. This game I wouldn't say is any good. I mean, like, it has good parts to it, but personally, part of me kind of just wishes I could play combat racing, because I think this might be my least favorite Jak game. I don't know. I've only played this once, a couple months ago. Anyway, I guess let's get started, because this, let's face it, this is probably the last Jak game that will ever be made, because Naughty Dog has said, screw it, let's just make Uncharted and The Last of Us for the rest of our days. Who needs cartoon characters anymore?
That was close.
We've got to find a place to put down.
Jesus Christ, Kira, what happened to your face?
According to this,
What the fuck?
break. The edge of the world
What have they done to you?
below us.
Why did I go
What?
on this crazy?
How is Daxter more detailed than he's ever been?
Save the world.
Oh my god, we're only 30 seconds in and nothing even makes sense. Jak, why are you so
If we can find a new eco source, we may
okay
be able
looking?
to
I
help.
don't know. I don't really have a
I
commentary
need
on
to learn
that
more
one.
about eco if I'm ever going to become a sage.
Relax, Dax.
You're a wizard.
Worse.
Okay.
It's worse.
Ah, eco pirates. They have
Yar
to
har
help us
fiddly
travelers.
dee.
Oh, we're not helpless. Dax, get on the gun.
Aye, aye, sir.
Kill them all, Dax. Kill them all.
Hang on!
That's terrifying. Booty.
Caught us.
Terribly sorry for the inconvenience.
This cannot
Please
be.
allow us to relieve
cannot
you
be
of
safe,
your
Jak.
eco.
Nobody has eco anymore.
No doubt why these storms are growing worse, and the world is tearing itself apart. We're on a mission to find more eco and stop that from happening. Ah, the last of the brave heroes.
Hello, I'll be your rapscallion for the
Every
game.
man for himself, and we take what we can. You'll get nothing here.
Oh.
On the contrary, it seems I have stumbled on the world's most beautiful treasure.
Daxter, right?
You landed on the wrong Hellcat, pirate.
Oh.
Listen, this can go easy.
Oh, please have the first thing be a quick time event fight. Please. Okay, maybe I'm not giving this game enough credit. I'm sorry. No, that was actually kind of cool. 0G! Oh, gun?
Eco is too unstable.
You're one of them.
Boom. Oh boy, our Hellcat is powered by radioactive goop.
What happened?
Those crazy pirates must have shot us. Yeah, that's what happened.
Good cover, good cover.
Like it or not, we're going down. We've run out of eco.
Worse than that, we've run out of world.
The brink.
Oh god, no. Not that shitty shooter game, no! Please don't, no!
Well, aside from a few dents and holes, this baby can still fly.
If we
But
can
you ran
find
out of
more
the goop.
Eco fuel, and if I can repair the power cells the pirates shot.
What?
Well,
I like how
don't
she
know
knows
about
that.
I'm gonna
Daxter's
go
definitely
scout
the one who
around and
did
see
it.
what you can find.
What? With all those crazy trigger-fingered, fashionably dressed pirates running around? No way.
I'm sure.
What
you're
is
right.
wrong with your
But
eyes,
Jak,
Daxter?
You can't
Jesus.
transform anymore.
I know. Something's wrong.
If you can find some green eco, I'll have everything ready when you get back. You might need this. It's a fighting staff I've put together. You can even attach gun mods, if we can find any out here.
Okay, then. Oh, thank you. Oh,
Monsters!
God.
Take him out with a punch. Press the punch
Oh. 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 Yeah. I'll basically address the elephant in the room right now. One of the biggest problems with Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, Jak 4, whatever you want to call it, one of the biggest problems is that this is a PSP game, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, there are some really pretty-looking PSP games, like Birth by Sleep is probably one of the most pretty. Basically anything by Square Enix, come to think of it. And apparently this game isn't that bad looking on the PSP. The unfortunate thing is that since Sony just wanted to fart out a quick port to make a buck, all they did is they basically just took the PSP game, stretched it to try and fit it onto a TV, and slapped it on PS2. And they did the exact same thing with Size Matters, to insanely lukewarm reception, because Size Matters was like, this is a good PSP game. This is a god-awful PS2 game, because it just, like, they didn't even try, and the controls feel really slow, and just, this definitely lends itself better to a handheld experience. And speaking of that, one thing that's interesting about this game is that it's more of a Jak and Daxter game than it is a Jak game. Just like the Precursor Legacy, there's a bit more emphasis on platforming in this than fighting, with the exception of a lot of vehicle stuff, specifically with this thing right here. But we'll get into that later. Let's start the game, I guess. I just want to point out that the controls just feel really unresponsive, by the way. Fun fact, actually. Not fun fact. Fun story. Immediately after playing this game a couple months ago, I immediately put in Jak 2 and played that entire thing, because I was thinking, it's been a while since I played Jak 2, let's just give it a shot, and that game is so great. It's just the controls are so nice, and the game doesn't run at a crisp 25 frames a second like you're witnessing right now. 60 frames a second for this Let's Play series is obviously not going to happen. Don't blame me, blame the game. And yeah, Jak 2 is a real marvel, and I still stand by that it's my favorite in the series. I'm not that big a fan of Jak 3, but you can just watch the playthrough to see my opinions on that. This is really weird. You need to press L1 and R1 at the exact same time. You don't need to alternate. You need to put them at the exact same time. That monster just kind of phased through the ground right there. We're picking up Dark Eco right now. One actually cool thing that I like about... What is this? Oh, I remember what this is. You'd think this would be a yellow eco vent for you to shoot fireballs a la Jak 1. It is not. You can't even use that yet. As for Dark Eco is actually a currency now, and the whole currency thing and like upgrades in this game has an emphasis on upgrades, whereas in Jak 1 there was no upgrades, and in Jak 2 and 3 basically all the upgrades, not even basically, all the upgrades you got in those two games were story progression based. Like, you couldn't miss anything basically. Except for Precursor Orbs, but those were just used to buy cheats, which they are, Precursor Orbs do return in this, and they are used to buy cheats again. I just want to point out, by the way, that the camera is really awkwardly zoomed in, and there is nothing you can do about it. It just, it's just annoying. Oh, cool, we got that. We can go over there, but there's actually nothing to do, so let's just head back. One thing that's really annoying, too, is I guess they took it out because the camera is so piss poor in this game, but there is zero rolling at all. You cannot roll in this game, which just limits your movement options so much, and the rolling was one of the most fun parts about the three games, because it gives you a boost of speed, it just increases your options at all times, basically, and it's gone for seemingly no reason. I guess the PSP just couldn't handle it. Oh, and there's the there's the uppercut, except it's missing half the frames that made the animation look so good in Jak 1. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that it seems like it's just a shit fest right now of me shitting on the game. This game is okay. It's better than I thought it would be. It does not make a good first impression. It does get better, though, in my opinion. Still the weakest of the whole series, though, in my opinion. Oh, no. Okay, then. Oh god, this frame rate just really bothers me. Like it can't even keep a consistent 25. So it's like just really bad. I am really surprised it didn't die. Also, I remember this game's checkpoint system being real shit, so hopefully we won't suffer too much. Cool. Hey, not Kira.
Majestic cliffs. You know, if it weren't for the packs of flesh-eating armadillos, this would be a nice place. Now let's get out of here.
I'm trying, Daxter. I'm trying. There we go, Jesus.